My friend's wife just had a baby, and he's going on and on about the miracle of childbirth. The miracle of childbirth. You know what? I've never had any kids. I don't see how it's a miracle. It happens millions of times a day. Like something two drunk idiots can instigate in the backseat of a Camaro, to me, not a miracle. But when your girlfriend turns out not to be pregnant, now that's a miracle. Yeah. Way more make-believe in God when that happens. Am I right? I dabbled in the internet dating. You gotta be careful. People lie about themselves, yeah. Like if they say they have a good sense of humor, that means they only like fart jokes. If they describe their body as athletic, that could mean sumo athletic. If they describe themselves as a social drinker, that means they're an alcoholic. If they say they like fine wine, that means they're an alcoholic. If they say they like the beach, that means they're an alcoholic. If they say they are an alcoholic, that means they're in recovery. That's a good catch. Perfect designated driver who knows the good bars. I live in Venice. Venice Beach inspired me to write my first self-esteem book. It's called I'm Okay, You're a Freak. Dedicated to the rollerblading cat juggler. I was actually standing at Venice Beach one time on my soapbox. Do drugs beget violence, or does violence beget drugs? And does anyone know where I can beget some drugs? I'm getting violent. The thing about Venice Beach is they don't officially allow panhandlers out there. But as long as you're performing, they'll leave you alone. So you can't beg for change, but you can light your toes on fire for a corn dog. Truth is, whenever I see a panhandler, wherever I am, I always grab all the change in my pocket and hold it real tight so it doesn't jingle when I walk past. When I first moved to Venice, I lived with a really paranoid pot smoker. I know that's shocking. But it was weird. Every time he was on the phone with his connection, he'd get really weird. Like one time I actually heard him say, dude, put me down for Uno 8th. Yeah, no one should be able to crack that code, Jimmy. I'll slip right on through the funnest tap, you know. I was listening in the van outside. Yeah, I think we got something, but we better call Rodriguez for this word Uno. What do you guys make of mushrooms made? Hey, have you seen the newest reality show about a bunch of people trying to get off an island? It's called Cuba. Whenever I'm in the mood to challenge myself, push the envelope, what I like to do is drive up to the Quickie Lube, try to get away with only an oil change. Sarah, you know your air filter's a little bit... No! You know how often you need to change a transmission fluid? Never! You know, you really need a new. No, I don't. I found a speck of dust, and no, you didn't. Your car's gonna explode. If you don't know, it won't. No deal, Oil Slick. I'm not intimidated by your blue jumpsuit, your clipboard, or your Black Sabbath mixtape. All right, sir, calm down. We got you now for just an oil change. If you sign this, will get you going on your oil change and your new flux capacitor. You ever driving and you notice the car in front of you has a TV in it, and then you have to drive up closer to see what they're watching? And then you rear end them all because of the Golden Girls? And then you go home and have a dream about rear ending the Golden Girls? When you're driving in the rain and they tell you to drive in the tracks of the car in front of you, it's safer. I did that recently, I felt pretty safe. I don't think the lady in front of me felt too safe when I followed her home. Sorry, man, I'm just trying to be safe. You okay? You look a little rattled. You know, I give great back rubs. You ever driving a swerve around something you shouldn't be swerving around? I don't know what I thought I saw one time on the freeway, but I jerked the car left, jerked it back right, looked in the rear view mirror, and there's this plastic grocery bag blowing by. My passenger, who was asleep, is wide awake and really confused. What the hell was that? Oh, man, I almost did a little girl on a pony. This came out of nowhere. Jumped the fence. I have a memo to motorcyclists. If you ride a white motorcycle, and you wear a dark shirt and a white helmet, and you're not a cop, you're a dick. You're going down. You're breaking the law by impersonating cops, so you're eating pavement. You ever behind the wheel do something illegal right in front of a cop, and you're not sure if he saw you, so you break like 5 more laws trying to get away? Sir, I wasn't going to pull you over, but then you ran over those 2 people back there. Saw a guy driving a hybrid, smoking a cigarette. I think it's going to be a great commercial for hybrids. Just because we cut down on harmful emissions doesn't mean you have to. Save money on gas, buy some extra smokes. In your new Honda Hypocrite. Fully equipped with a cigarette dispenser in the steering wheel. Farting cow in the back seat. And a bumper sticker that reads, "My other car is a Hummer." Anybody else disturbed that Popeye, who only eats spinach as a fried chicken chain with the most greasy, death-inducing menu possible? Is anybody else disturbed that Barry Manilow did not write "I Write the Songs"? Anybody else disturbed that someone in here is going to Google "I Write the Songs" to see if I'm lying? I received a watch as a gift recently. It had 2 hands on a blank face. Yeah, that's real helpful. Why don't you just give me a sundial? Can't wear it anywhere. It's like, hey man, got the time? No. Come on man, you got a watch. What time is it? Oh geez, it's 3:30, 4:30 day. And I also don't know the date or the day of the week because my watch sucks. Scientific studies have shown that people who laugh more have less stress and longer lifespans, which means if I'm ever dying up here, so are you. But specifically, people who laugh at themselves have less stress. If you only laugh at others, you're probably a prick. That's my time, folks. Thank you.
To make the whole world laugh. Do it. All right. Are you guys ready?